Hello there everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector75, and welcome to another Transformers review. This one is a figure that, to be honest, I was never that interested in. This is, of course, Transformers Animated Blackout. I was never interested in it because I was never really into the animated line. I had a few of the figures at the time, not really many. Some of them were cool looking, some of them I really do like, others I'm not that keen on. And then this one was coming out, and I liked Blackout in the movies, no doubt about that. But this one was like only coming out in Japan, and it was going to be some sort of mall exclusive or something like that. So it was very limited anyway. And the online prices are a bit crazy, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to leave it. If it had been over the shops over it, I'd have probably bought it. So I was never that interested in it, and so I never bothered about it. Then a few months ago now, weeks, months, can't remember, it depends on when I upload this as well. I saw Dan Plastic Crack was having some Transformers for sale, and he had this one for, I think, I can't remember how much I bought it for now, it was about $70, something like that, it was about 50 quid. And it was complete. Didn't have the instructions or the box or anything, but I'm not too bothered about that. And I bought another figure as well, so with the postage and everything, it worked out quite reasonable in the end. Because I couldn't find that figure over here either. So, but I'll come to that at the end. I'm going to do what I've been buying lately at the end of the video as well. So anyway, so yeah, but do you know what? Now I've got him. I absolutely love this guy. He's actually been sitting on my shelf for the past, well, for the past month, ever since I bought it, since it came really. I've transformed it once. And it is just so cool. It's just such a good helicopter. It's good and chunky. And do you know what? I know it looks a bit toyish because obviously that was the sort of the gimmick of the animated line. It just looks, I don't know, like a airship, warship sort of thing, you know, like that is not going to be blown out of the sky, you know, even though it's a helicopter. But you know what I'm saying? It is just great. He's got all these guns going on. He's got the Gatling guns, mini guns, he's got rockets on the top, he's got this bit, which is probably just aerial or something, but he's got rockets, he's got everything, and he's got this giant thing, well, it's obviously his rotor blades, obviously, but it's going to double up as a weapon, and that is just cool. And of course, there's no spinning gimmick, so you've got to do this by hand, but they do spin really, really well. So yeah, he's just pretty cool. Now, if you want my opinion, they could have painted the windows. That would have been nice. Yeah, a bit of a downer there. I was thinking of maybe getting some black stickers, like finding some old repro labels, just cutting them out and sticking them in there. At least giving it a bit of a uniform look on the side there. Maybe that would be quite cool. Any other downers? Yeah, you don't have no landing gears. A bit strange on the bottom there. And these do move around. You know, they don't peg in or nothing, but luckily the joints are still quite stiff on this one, so as long as you don't move them, they're fine. And of course, now I don't know exactly, because it didn't come in the instructions, obviously, I don't know the configuration of these arms. Oh, I was supposed to do that yet. So anyways, because it's on a double pivot joint, when I got it, it was up like that. Which I didn't think was right, because then he's covering up the windows, so that would be a bit pointless. So I usually keep them on the double pivot joint, which ends up being a bit lower. You still can use landing gear, which is fine, but at least you can sort of see the windows. It's a bit of a strange one. So anyway, so the gimmick. Now then, if I do this right, how do we do it? I can't remember now. I think we hold it here, and it is going to shoot out this little blade. Here we go, here we go. And that is a good weapon. I do like these friction weapons, if I'm honest with you. That is cool. That just goes straight back in there and loads up. Absolutely great. I love it. Right, so that's enough for me gushing about this toy. Let's get on to the actual transformation. It's not... do you know what, right? I was actually thinking that this was going to be really, really difficult. It's probably going to be nice and difficult for me trying to do this on this bloody camera. But you take this off the back. Usually it comes off a bit easy in the way I've just done it there. But you can use that as a weapon. Then we are just going to come around here and disconnect this section here. We're going to come back to that. Actually, no, we'll do the legs first. There we go. Because then they're done. You separate them and just rotate them out like that. He's already got his toes out, like so. Put them out, and he's got a nice little heel spare. He's got quite some good articulation on these little legs. He's got a little heel spare in here, so I think you can get it out. There we are. Got to use my little finger in there because I'm not a child, so I can't bloody get my finger in there just to get it out very easy. And then you leave that to lock in till last. I suppose you could do it now if you really wanted to, but not. Right, so anyway, then you bring these arms down. Actually, let's do it so you can bloody see it. Rotate those legs back. That's better. Then you're just going to bring these. That bit just keeps bloody doing that, doesn't it? Right, so then you can bring in the arms out and around, like so. Rotate these bits forwards so you can have guns pointing down on his arms. Rotate his little hands out, like so. And I love his hands, lovely little clawed hands. Actually look really cool. Now then, another gripe with this. Oh, do you know what? I'll come back to that. Anyway, next, all you're going to do is you're going to actually now split this, and then that rotates all the way back, and that will tab in on either side. Or it should do, if I hadn't have done it right. Get in there, you bugger. There we go. And then you just rotate those down at the back there. Right, and then you just take these little rotor blades, make sure you see it, and just angle these four down. That one goes there, and then that one just sort of hangs around there. And then when you click it in, we get this little bit springing up at the back. Hey, there we go. That's it, it's all clicked in. I don't see the massivest point of that gimmick, but, you know, it's there nonetheless. Just sort of sort these little blades out, really. They just sort of like just hang around. Tuck them in there, I suppose. So anyway, right, so then we've got his arms. Now, he actually looks really cool. I actually love this robot mode. The heel spurs do a great job of propping him up. But the bend on the elbow is on the inside, and you can't move the hands around. It's a bit of a strange one for me. You can use those double rotational joints in here to bring the arms forward a bit more. But you're not going to get no articulation, because when it's out here you do get a little bit of a movement there, but when it's in there you don't. So, but I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest. It just annoys me about the no elbow joints. That's a bit of a strange one, but there's no doubt about it, this guy is just phenomenal looking. You can angle these guns up, so if there's anyone coming in swooping down at him, he can take pot shots at him. He's got his mini guns, and he can have these rotated back if you don't want him shooting people in the face. But yeah, it's not too bad. I'll click that heel spur away. I wonder why he won't stand up properly. There we go. So you get him out like that, and he stands up remarkably well. Now, he can hold this. I can't remember how the bloody hell he does it, though. Who knows? We'll just do this. Is it going to work in there? It fits on somehow. Again, I don't know the blooming instructions, so it's not easy to remember how it goes. But yeah, it's all right, but it's still a great toy. It is still a great toy. I love it. I love that head sculpt. That's a good head sculpt. Yeah, I like it. It is definitely one of my favourite purchases. I'm trying to get into the animated line. I wish I hadn't sold Retgar now, because I remember I bought him a long time ago from Toys R Us, and then I didn't like it. Well, it was all right, but it wasn't my cup of tea. And I sold it. Kind of wish I hadn't now. So if I do go to TF Nation this year, and I'm still umming and ahhing because I ain't really got a lot of money. I've only got about 30 quid saved at the minute, and I've still got to buy my ticket, petrol to get there, food and stuff. So it's, I'm not sure. Anyway, so, yeah, so I don't know whether I'll be able to go this year and add some more animated figures. We're going to put him to the side there. He is a quite cool looking figure. And we're going to show you what else I bought. I did get this guy, and I do reviews on all these. There we go. I'll do the Transformers first. I was going to do the books first. I did get an animated Sound Blaster, and I wanted this guy for ages. He never came out in this country, all right. If he did, I didn't see him. So I managed to get him as well. And he did come with Rat Bat, who's a keyboard guitar thing, whatever they want to call it. I don't know. But that is cool. I love it. I wasn't too keen on it at the time, like, because I got the Soundwave with Laserbeak, who's a guitar. And I thought, oh, it's a bit silly, isn't it? But you know what? I actually love all these quirky things now. It's usually one of the line has been out for about a year, 10 years or so. Suddenly I think, oh no, they were actually pretty cool. So, you know, he's pretty cool. I like him. He can go over there. Who else did I get? Just recently, I got off Damn Plastic Crack again. I got these two guys. Let me just put that back there. I've got this. This is a Transformers Adventures 13. I'm not sure the number. It's like Nemesis Prime. And it's pretty damn good. I love it. It's a simple transformation, some of these figures. But it's a bit like the animated one, simple figures, simple transformations, but really satisfying. I like it. It's quite a good one. Don't think this is the one that comes with all the extra translucent armour and stuff, but it still looks pretty cool. And then I finally got a bisque. Yeah, I was selling a bisque for a very reasonable price as well, a price that I wanted to pay, because I probably could have got it online for a lot more, but I just weren't prepared to pay that. So I'm glad I got it. I was thinking of maybe having some highlights, maybe some silver rims in there, but I don't know. But I love this car mode. This is a brilliant car mode. I have the other one, Thermidor. The car mode is brilliant. This one did have the same issue as my Thermidor, where I got one of these side tab-in things to tab in, and the other one would tab in and then spring straight back out. But I fixed it. I just put a little bit, I usually use super glue because I don't have no nail polish hanging around. So I put a little bit of super glue just on the tab, waited it for it to dry. You've got to wait for it to dry, obviously. And then once it's dry, because it's built it up a little bit more, it just tabs straight in. It was a little bit, probably put a bit too much on, because then it was a bit sticky coming out. But it was all right, so I just put it in and out a few times. That's a bit dodgy, isn't it? And then that was a lot easier, yeah. Anyway, so that was bisque. And then the last one that I got off Down Plastic Hat was another figure that I've been after. I've been umming and ahhing about this one. Because I've seen it in Toys R Us over here. But I weren't prepared to pay the £20 that Toys R Us wanted for it. But then he had this one, and this, as far as I know, I think this is the Japanese recolor. Is it slightly recolored? Some of those. This is Fracture, and I got the really bad deployer version, which is really, really awful. But this, the Warrior, is it the Warrior class version? I think it's called. Well, the deluxe sort of version in it is great. I love it. It's a little bit small, but as a bike former, it's brilliant. I love it. It's got the little kickstand and everything. And also, he was selling. Oh yeah, he comes with his little gun. That was up his exhaust, I think. He comes with. He was selling the 2 Minicon, whatever they're called, weaponizers. I do have these ones, but they're different colours. The ones that come out over here. I don't think the ones that come out over here had the extra little tabs on the back so you can hold them, because I think these were used with the deployer. So it's kind of cool, because when I do a review on these guys, you can sort of plug them in and they're hiding on his body because they're so colour-coded. It's pretty cool. Right, so that was all I got off Damn Plastic Crack. We're going to put them over there. Put him over there, because otherwise I'm not going to fit the rest in. And then they finally released the Studio Series toys over here, and I picked up a Stinger from, where did I get this from? Smith's. I bought it online because I couldn't be bothered to go down the shop. It was a bit of a trek for me. And I love it. I haven't opened it yet. I just don't seem to get the time, because I went to, where did I go? Cheddar Gorge, that was it. I bought these at the end of last week. They came, and at the weekend, because it was the bank holiday here, I went down to Cheddar Gorge, so I haven't really had a chance. I've been busy painting the house and everything this week, so I've got the week off, so it's like Thursday today. And it's the first time I've had to do some videos, actually. So anyway, yeah, so I got Stinger. Wanted him. He was definitely on my thing. I paid 20 quid for him. Mostly online, they all want 25. So that was okay. I didn't really want to pay this much, but I was in a good feel-good factor, and I wanted to treat myself because I haven't bought nothing for ages. I was thinking of waiting until they go down in price, but these are a couple of figures I wanted. I wanted this guy. This is Crowbar, because I have the Shrapnel one from Dark of the Moon, and I've got the Berserker. And this guy just adds a third, whatever that is, like an SUV, whatever it is, vehicle to make out that scene, you know, in Dark of the Moon, which is pretty cool. Always wanted that. So that's pretty cool. So I wanted him. Not too interested in Bumblebee, not too interested in Ratchet. I want the Optimus Prime and the Starscream, but I just don't have the money at the moment. But I did buy, because I wanted these, and In Demand had them in stock, but they didn't have the US release. I'd rather prefer that one, just so I've got a bit of symmetry with the boxes and stuff. So I had to buy the Takara versions of Studio Series Grimlock. I can't fit him in the camera here. This, I haven't got him out yet, again, same reason. But this, just the paint job on this looks brilliant. And I like Grimlock, so let's take him away. And then I thought, well, they had that. And then this one was £10 more, as usual. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I bought it like 6 months from now, it'd probably be like 30 quid. Because I got this feeling. But I wanted it, and I didn't want to miss out, just in case. But I got Blackout. He looks great. He could have done with a lot of paint apps, like all these bits in here, man. They could have just really done anything. Like a black wash, just pick them out. That would have been fine. Don't need to put all silver paint and everything like that. Just a little bit of black wash to bring them out, or whatever they call it. That would have just done it, I reckon. But as usual, they don't bother. And as far as I know, the Takara releases are the same as the US releases from now on. They're not like giving them extra paint apps like they normally do, which is a bit of a shame. Because obviously, like with these guys, they usually go to town a little bit more, which I like. Right, I did get some books as well. Sorry this video is going on a bit long. Feel free to tune off, or whatever they call it. I did get my latest Judge Dredd issues. This is the Day of Chaos Aftermath. Oh, bloody hell, that's a bit bright on that cover there, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got that one. Nice Brian Boland art there. Bolland, even. And I've got this one. This is Lawless. Yeah, so I've got that one. Hopefully there's only 3 more to go, because I really don't want to be paying this anymore. And then I've got the 2000 AD ones. And the 2000 AD ones, every time I get them, there always seem to be misprinted issues or something, so the running order you're getting them in is a bit strange at the moment, but I did get these. I'm getting these for my son, really, because I love 2000 AD, and this is something for him, really. So he's got the stories about digging all through my 2000 ADs if he's ever into it. And they said they was doing like a classic covers book, 15 quid. And I'm a bit of a sucker sometimes because it's coming out on a direct debit. I don't always see the money going out. They've stitched me up like that before. Old Hachette, is it by? Yeah, Hachette. Yeah, they've stitched me up a few times. Or Diogostini, because they're all the same company. Yeah, they tucked me up, but I knew about it, so I don't mind it when I know about it. Yeah, so after that, I just knocked all my lights down. I might put a little clip at the end of the video or something. Anyway, yeah, so then I can't remember if I showed these on my last video, but I did get the Definitive Collection Volume 2 and Volume 3. Brilliant. I've loved just looking at them, rereading parts, certain bits. Love them. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so that is what I've been buying lately. There's probably been a few other little bits here and there. I did get Action Comics 1000 because I wanted that. I used to buy Action Comics a long time ago. Can't remember what issue I stopped. It was quite a long time ago now, on mid-90s. So I just added to the collection, really. And a few other little Batman and detective stuff. Nothing else, really. Yeah. Right. This has been Graham, the Collector 75. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Don't tell me. That's when it annoys me. And I can't remember if I showed... Jeez, bloody hell.